Hi there, signs of Leo. This is Kim here to do your messages for your next 3 days. Hope you all are doing good today, having a nice day. We are going to open up to your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels for these messages. What does Leo need to know for their next 3 days? Oh, goodness. Why? Why? Oh, because you're stronger than that. Okay. So you're rising above opinions of other people, basically. They're projections, the not so good projections. You know, with the despicable face. You can have, you know, I see that card as like people that are like self-righteous, you know, casting judgment and things like that. But it's kind of, it might even be like evil eye, but the reason I say, well, you're rising above it is because, and the reason you're even getting it, this energy, is because you embody iron. And the iron card means you're magnetic at this time. You're very strong too. It's talking about your strength. And so, yeah, so you might have that energy to deal with, but it isn't anything that you can't handle. And Venus, I mean, you may be magnetic and attractive too with Venus. You may be attracting a lot of good things, and also your light is attracting some things that maybe you're not wanting to attract. But because of this Venus card, they just kind of get like beauty, pleasure, love, Aphrodite, mixed with strength of a Leo. It's very, like the heart, it's very magnetic. By nature though too, right? Actually is. So you're producing this current at this time, this magneticism, and you're having to deal with some other energies that are just, maybe they're jealous, maybe I don't know the reason. Usually they're projecting something within themselves. Yeah, okay, good. Aletheia. It's a card of wisdom, wise discernment. Maybe you resonate with being like a old soul. Oh, look at the self. Do I want to take them all? That's a lot. And the threshold. I'm going to take them. I'm going to take them all because I see a connection already with some of these. So, yeah, okay. So you're on the threshold of a new experience. This new experience, I feel like it has something to do with your magnetic personality, your magnetic aura, your beauty. There's something about you that is very attractive to both energies, light and dark here. And just know, for one thing, we'll focus on your wisdom. Focus on you just doing you, and know that you are right here on the precipice. Like you're about to take the step that leads into a very different, maybe unrecognizable experience to you. It's something better. I feel like there's a new aspect of yourself that is being discovered at this time. So, yeah, and then we have that pearl, and you know, the pearl is like the wisdom that you have gathered. I wouldn't say it's, I'd say this is like the hidden gem, the thing that you found within yourself. Then I have the mystic. You could be, you really could be like about to have a very mystical or spiritually, like transcending experience, something like that. The mystic is kind of like the, to me, it's the person who dares to dream, who knows that just there's so much more to always figure out or to even learn from. This person doesn't. This energy doesn't really have too many boxes. They're very open-minded. And you could take many different, you could have either had in your life many different types of spiritual paths, or you're a person that can take bits and pieces from different spiritual things and kind of make it your own. It's like owning something, owning your own spirituality here. It's a little unconventional, but it's mystical. You know, it's mystical. And belief in that brings about mystical experiences too. So I have the empty room, which is, it's actually a card that talks about something needing to be filled or something, and it's probably what you're on the precipice about to experience, is something that has limitless possibilities of how this empty room can be filled. So I definitely want to pull a card to see what we're on the threshold for and what is going to fill up this empty room. Ooh, okay. So you might be getting information too in like a mystical state, either when you're, doing anything. The poet is in this dark space energy here, that there's like a crystal ball. So there's a feeling of wise discernment in the darkness. But this card is about either writing it down or expressing it in some way and letting other people know. It's exposing the darkness is what it usually is talking about. So it could be a book, it could be a blog, it could be just through any kind of creative expression. It's a person that kind of knows. They've seen all of this, and they now need to let others know what this is about. It could be your own testimony of talking about what you have been through. Maybe it's talking about your experiences with other people in your life that have like tried to cast shadows of, or I don't know, shame, guilt upon you, like in a self-righteous manner, you know. So you have some sort of truth communication that I feel like this has something to, the sword has something to do with the poet. And here this ties it in with where the poet has been, is the underworld. The sword is your truth. The sword is an extension of a person, right? It is an extension. It makes them more powerful. So you can look at it as you, especially with Alethea, you could kind of look at this as you holding this sword of truth. Or some sort of information. Also can be talking about information that's going to come in pretty quick, like lightning quick. And it's powerful, right? So we have the lightning twice here. So the underworld, though, I don't know where you've been, but if you've been in the underworld, you've had to really see the dark side of life as well as this lighter, beautiful experience that you're actually attracting in. So it is coming across to me as like this is your testimony in some way. Okay, so that was Kim Krans Wild Unknown archetype and her alchemy deck. So I want to get something. And you know, the underworld's not comfortable. It is not comfortable, but we learn a lot from that place. And I don't necessarily think that that's where you're at right now. I have a feeling it has to do with what you would be talking about or giving testimony about. How you get your wisdom or how you know certain things. It's because where you've been, and maybe it's where you've traveled spiritually. Almost like a shaman in a way of seeing the underworld, knowing it very well. Tell me what the empty room is opening Leo up to. What is the empty room opening Leo up to? It says the 9 of Wands, which is my card of like spiritual warfare and feeling kind of exhausted, but always having to keep on persisting, persistence, stamina, fortitude. It can be an energy where we're a little bit guarded. How that has to do with the empty room, I'm not so sure yet. We have the Tower coming out too. Might be a good Tower though. Might be a good Tower. It might be what is happening right before you go into this threshold. And then we have Strength. Tell me more about how that relates to the empty room. Oh, it's what you should be planning for. Resting up, because things might be about to get very busy in your life. But planning. So this is about you seeing that there's limitless possibilities. What is it that you want to do next? It's really thinking about the things that make you feel aligned. Anything that's not aligned with you, your higher self, however you view that, these new paths are opening up. And ultimately the Tower, I feel like in this case, is representing the old falling away. As a beautiful new aspect of ourself, and maybe new mystical experiences are coming about. Okay, what else do you have? King of Wands. Good. Good. See the Sword. Your power, your extension of yourself is the King of Wands. It's the card I assign to Leo. Most people do. It's the natural born leader. The one that carries the sword of truth. This is the pioneer, the person that builds despite the obstacles. It's a very strong person. It's somebody who inspires others, can motivate others by their actions, by what they were able to achieve. So it's a really, it's you knowing who the self is, right? The King of Wands. So what's the threshold about? 8 of Wands and that Emperor and the 6 of Swords. I love it. And coming out, I feel like, of the 5 of Pentacles energy, which is the energy of worry or lack. I think you're coming out of that because this and this and this. So because good news is coming to you. And like I said, this here's information that comes in pretty fast, and it could be representing traveling out of the underworld energy. So this communication, this good news that comes in, lets you know that you're on the threshold of leaving a not so great situation that maybe you've been in for a while. Another indication of either travel or moving on, like the next phase. And all because you really are tapping into very powerful energy, the Emperor, a power like unto a god. I mean, that's big. So 2 cards of a lot of action that's going to be taken, and you going in a better direction with the 6 of Swords. It's a new direction, but it's something that's going to feel a lot better. So tell me specifically about the communication coming in for Leo. Tell me specifically about the communication. Wow, somebody's going to feel kind of defeated because of the 5 of Swords, but you hold the truth. You hold the truth, and somebody, yeah, Strength on the bottom too. So I feel like this has been such a struggle. Complications, other energies, all trying to make things either complicated or more difficult for you with this 5 of Swords, as the 5 of Swords is pointing to your 10 of Cups. So there's like an energy that can see that you're on your way to your 10 of Cups. It really might be taking you somewhere. It takes you to create heaven on earth, your happy family, home, like everything. It's a completion, right? And it's a completion with the material world too. So you have the most powerful card, your card, Strength, and the Iron. You're on your way to your 10 of Cups, and you just have to know that these energies of the 5 of Swords, it's kind of like the projections or the naysayers, or the ones that for whatever reason are seeing that you're going towards this energy and would try to do something to stop it. But obviously with the other cards, they're not going to be, they won't be able to, right? So let's see what the 108 Oracle has. Wow. I cut it, and it says within a few weeks, and it says within 3 months, but it also has Virgo season here, so it could be something very soon. Very soon, in just a few weeks. Give me more on give me more on the 10 of Cups. I was going to say it's time. It's time for action. Things are fast-tracked, ready to unfold quickly and smoothly. And that 8 of Wands, the good news, communication, it says changes in the air. It's also a card of action, you know, so it's time. You're planned and prepared, and the empty room suggests that you're ready now to... I really feel like this empty room is where you have finally made space. Like you have finally cleared out the clutter or anything that was taking... It could be talking about like emotional things that we've been holding on to, and especially the way others make us feel about ourselves or how we were dealing with that. I feel like we've like it's you just don't care anymore. You don't care what people say. You probably never really did, but at some level it affected us. It always affects us when it's coming from family and things like that, people that were close to us. But I have a feeling that you have cleared a lot, maybe even cleared a lot of karma, and the empty room is saying that now you've made space, and so now the Tower can bring down what wasn't really meant to be held up in your life and bring in something good. Yeah, oh, Pillory. It has to do with that despicable face. This is if you were feeling like there was a public ridicule, humiliation, if others were trying to shut you down, it says, and that would be the 5 of Swords and the despicable face. It even says abusive on the card. It's not a good card, but neither is that energy. It's almost like a testimony of something that happened to you. Happening soon. A situation or event in question will happen soon. And the childhood card, some of those things could have even stemmed from childhood for sure, but it says lightness of being, no worries, new beginnings. And the water carrier says generosity, humanitarian, benefactor, somebody that is maybe wants to invest in you. Unchanged. At this time, this situation has been unchanged. So that might be why this is coming in, is because this has been something that's gone on for a while. So what's going to change it? So what's going to change it since it hasn't changed in a while? What's going to change it? Yeah, the news. It's another like 8 here with the shooting star. Finally, something comes in, something that hadn't changed in a very long time, or has stayed kind of the same in a maybe not so great situation. What is changing it is it's going to be like the shooting star energy of wish granted and quick action, passionate. So that is what changes it, is something kind of mystical, right? And now within a few weeks is on the bottom. So what is the poet energy here about? It's going to be a testimony as to how you became so free. How you ascended even like very tough situations. So how you were able to have a higher perspective on things. And even remain loving or high vibe with whatever it was that you had gone through. It's another card that says stress-free on it. So constellation is on the bottom. Those are significant connections that you may have. Also can talk about influence in connection with a large amount or quantity. Tell me more about the new, the threshold, the new. Wealth. So, see, that's why I said there's energy that really was trying to stop you from getting to this Ten of Cups. Whether that was like an actual person that you could pinpoint, or just like feeling like it was the energy for some reason. So you have wealth coming in. So, wealth, number 11. Like, and you see that water jug? Like she's pouring down water, like it's going to rain down on you. Oh, good. So I like this ending card. So it's been a long road here with this wish granted. Maybe it feels like you wished on a shooting star years ago and it's just now coming in, but it's a guaranteed ending of a situation that had been unchanged for a long time. The long road. Yeah. Well, good. Good. Let's pull something from the Kipper deck. And then I'll pull an angel number and I'll probably wrap it up. Coming out of despair. The way that it flipped out is coming out of despair. This could be about worrying about money matters and things like that. But the way that it's coming out is coming out of it. And maybe because, I don't know, there's somebody or a connection that has concern for your well-being, for your happiness with the lily here. And the universe is about to give you a very big gift. Like a big Ace of Pentacles here. 2 hands. So get ready to receive. Man or woman, when I see that main female and then I'm looking at that girl with her arms out, it's like get ready to receive. It's going to be the end of working extremely hard. Toil and labor, it's finally done. And then I have great fortune. Great fortune, wealth, the end of real hard, like it's going to be the end of that. Thank goodness. Feeling. All right, and then thoughts. So somebody could be making a decision about you, thinking about you a lot. Could be about a telepathic connection here. Could be you're in your thoughts. You're being told to watch your thoughts. I think the thoughts are pretty positive though. 13. Well, there is some sort of ending coming in. This says though, I am confident. Like the iron, you're a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. Master number 33, any positive changes or projects you're considering right now will be well worth your while. Expect your power to manifest and create will be heightened. I am expanding. 7, you possess a refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both informational and spiritual planes gives you a greater awareness than most. I am brilliant and I'm evolving with master number 55. Substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change. A need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. I'm evolving. That's what I have for you, Leo. Sending you love. Bye.